A warm welcome to all of you and a heartfelt namaste. I, Anuradha Sharda, would like to thank all of you for liking my videos, watching my videos, and subscribing to our videos and giving in your comments and suggestions. Today, we are going to talk about aspects of planets, especially that of Sun and Saturn. There are many aspects of planets and all are equally important, but the Sun Saturn aspect holds a great importance because of its karmic connotation. Sun Saturn aspect is a very strong aspect and a strong pull. It is the aspect between two planets which are not very easy or comfortable in each other's company. Just for records, whenever Sun and Saturn are in the same Rasi, it is said that the Saturn is combust for the whole month. It is also said that Saturn does not function. However, Uttar Kalamrita goes ahead and says that Saturn is not very much affected by the aspect or by the conjunction of Sun because it is the Sun of Saturn. Lots and lots of theories about Sun and Saturn. Now, are Sun and Saturn comfortable with each other? No, they are not. Why are they not? Comes from a very basic fundamental fact that when we did the story of Sanjana and Surya and Chaya being the mother of Saturn, was not meted out with a proper kind of treatment and Saturn took an exception to that fact and did not like that his mother was not treated properly by his father. That gives rise to a strong relationship between the father and the son, that is Saturn and Sun. So there's a very strong relationship between the father and the son when Saturn and Sun are together, or for that matter, when they are aspecting each other. When we talk about the Sun and Saturn, we see that the Sun and Saturn can form two kinds of relationship. They can have an aspectual relationship, or they can have a conjunctional relationship. Talking about the conjunct relationship that the Sun and Saturn have, that is when they're together in the same sign, or for that matter, a deep relationship when Sun and Saturn are together in the same nakshatra and pada. Such a case, this relationship has been dwelt with in detail in one of the previous videos on Sun and Saturn, and you will get a lot of material about the conjunctional behavior of Sun and Saturn. So let us move on to the aspect part of Sun and Saturn. The aspectual part of Sun and Saturn can be of two types. It can be partial or full. When Sun and Saturn are on 1-7 axis, that is, they can be in the first house Lagna and the 7th house, 2-8 relationship, 3-9 relationship, 4-10, 5-11, 6-12. When they are opposite to each other, that is known as a full aspect. In that relationship, it's a very, very strong relationship for two reasons. That the Saturn being farthest possible away from Sun is equally, because it gets chestable, it's retrograde at that moment, and it's equally strong, if not more, and can behave in a manner which is absolutely different from the father, or can create a lot of awareness with the father, can behave in a manner which can later on be described as defying the father. Again, there is another relationship with Saturn, with Sun that Saturn shares, and that is of a partial aspect. What about partial aspect? How is that possible? Well, Saturn has three kinds of aspects: 3, 7, and 10. We have already discussed the 7th aspect, because here Sun and Saturn are both aspecting each other. The second type of aspects is when the 3rd and the 10th one. Now, when Saturn aspects Sun with its 3rd aspect, it is all about giving the art of communication, moving communication in the right direction. And when it is aspecting Sun in the 10th house, so that's a very beautiful aspect. Why do I say so? Because Sun is the life path, and Saturn is the planet which motivates you to work hard. So when we talk about this aspect, It is about motivating a person to, or pushing a person to work towards his or her life path. Again, a lot of things need to be considered. We need to check out what is the house that sun rules in the chart. We also need to see where it is posited in the chart, and similarly we have to see the same things about Saturn. So these are the few things that we really do need to understand and move ahead. There are few things that I've seen about the full aspect and also about the partial aspect in charts. And from all that I have read, I've come to these conclusions that we really need to take into account when there's an aspectual relationship between Sun and Saturn. The first of it is that there can be difference of opinion with the father. There will be, I will not say there can be, I have most often than not seen that there are strong difference of opinion with the father, and the child may not, depending upon the family. Again, we talk about Kal Sapeksh, where things change with time, and also Desh Kal Patra, with culture, with religion, with area, topography, everything, geographical backgrounds, everything changes. So the person may not be able to vocally voice it out to the parent, but there will always be a difference of opinion one way or the other. And then we can also see that the loss of father at an early age, the person may lose the father at an early age, may want to may have to live without the father at a very early age. And last but not the least, it is their need, their inherent want and desire to show their ability to their father. So these are the points where we really do need to understand and focus on when we are reading a chart which has a Sun-Saturn relationship, either by way of partial or by way of full aspect. The first chart that I take about is Gianni Angeli, and he's named after his Italian family who, and Gianni's grandfather set the Fiat company into motion. He was the founder of the Fiat company. He is also known as Gianni Jr. because his grandfather was of the same name. He lost his father at a very young age, primarily as the story so befitting can be seen. Here, Sun Saturn are again. There is a change of sign also. There is a Rashi Parivartan, making the relationship extremely karmic. His father had left his mother at a very early age, and his grandfather was the one who had raised them. He was never in a, he did not allow his grandfather to browbeat him, and grew up into a very strong individual. In the process, his father had also passed away when he was a very young child. So we see that Saturn is aspecting Sun from the 9th house, and 9th house belongs to Sun at the moment. So he is being reared by his grandfather. Father does not have that much of say, or rather he lost his father quite early in life. Again, Saturn is in Sun's nakshatra also, making it very, very strong and a very karmic relationship, where he also takes on the responsibility of his siblings, of his mother and his grandfather's company when his grandfather passes away. So we see a need, and he had a very strong desire to prove himself to his father, but his father passed away at a very young age. So taking off of responsibilities is something that also falls into the preview unknowingly, unwittingly, or by circumstances in these people's lap. The same goes for Kapil Sharma. For Kapil Sharma, again, we see there is a change in the chart because Sun is in Jupiter's house. Jupiter here is also with Saturn, and it is, both of these planets are retrograde. They have an ability to think on their feet, and this Saturn propels, being the lord of the 9th and the 10th houses, and in the house of celebrity, in the house, 5th house is the house of celebrityhood, but it is also the house of your responsibilities. It is also the house of your caring for your elders, and it is the house of your grandparents and responsibilities, as I said, and thinking on your feet. he has a huge ability to think on his feet. We also have to see in which sign Sun is placed. Sun is placed in the sign of Pisces, the sign of being large-hearted. His father was a very large-hearted man, passed away at quite a young age when Kapil was a very young student. He was just a college-going student. He wanted to show his father a lot of things that he could do. His father was a very straight person, and Kapil had very great ideas and wanted to go big. That was a place where they had their difference of opinion. Kapil did not get the opportunity to show to his father what he could actually rise to in his life. Finally, we take the case of Lata Mangeshkar ji. In case of Lata Mangeshkar ji, we see that there is a partial, as I said, there is here Saturn is aspecting Sun. There's a partial aspect, not a full aspect. It's from the 8th house. Saturn is the lord of the 9th and the 10th house, sitting in the 8th house. There's a sudden change, and 5th house, as earlier stated, is the house of celebrityhood, but nevertheless it is also the house of responsibilities, and she took on the responsibilities of her siblings, and she also became the she became the queen of the masses, the heart of the masses, because Sun is also the lord of the 4th house. So Sun was supposed to move in a path where a person would become the dear of the masses, attain celebrityhood, but would also, with the aspect of the Saturn, have a great deal of responsibilities. Let's not forget, it was her father who taught her music, who taught her the path, who actually showed her the path. So it's a case of taking on responsibility of the father, due to the father's sudden demise, and moving ahead on that path. So we see that the Saturn pushes a person onto that path that the person is designed to be, and work hard. And she's really worked hard over the ages and has been called and has received rewards and awards of all kinds possible. So this Saturn made her work hard, made her reach the heights, because this Sun is placed in the 5th house, which is actually the 6th house of hard work and earning, that is Virgo of the natural zodiac. As we move out, there are just few points that we should recollect, that this Sun-Saturn combination will definitely show you 3 things that you should know, talk about: difference of opinion, loss of father probably, and need to show their ability to their father, and to carry on the duty of the father, which is another point that we cannot afford to miss. Till we meet with you again, do write in and let us know how you found the video. Do let us know about the way it has worked out in your chart, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and to like, share the video. Till we meet with you again, thank you.